Hello everyone, I'm S28 here, and today we're back in the world of Stoneblock 4. So, from last episode, we finished off the Ars Nouveau Tier 1 Foundation questline. Now we're going to finish out the first big upgrade to unlock the Major World Engine upgrade, because I think a lot of big stuff is kind of locked behind it, so we might as well, finish that one next. Now, in order to do so, we're going to need to make 64 World Engine machine blocks, and to do so, we're going to need to do this craft a couple of times. Now, we could do a lot of this now, but we could also make some of these. Wait, why can't I make that? Let's see. Light engineering block. Iron mechanical components, sheet metal, copper. So we should be able to make all of these tools. We will need some buckets, which I should have, because we need to make some treated wood. If we come in here and do that, don't drink this, not a good idea. To make some bucket of creosote oil, and then we can combine these with our wood to make some treated planks. Fluided drawers, we don't need that yet, we just need these guys. Because now using this, we can make an engineer's workbench. So we're going to need some slabs, treated wood fence, and the engineer's crafting table. That's going to take a crafting table. This one, that one, this one. Treated wood sticks and slabs. We'll do 8 of these. And we'll do 12 of the slabs. I think that's enough for everything. To make the table, then use the table to make this, and make the engineer's workbench. So we'll go ahead and plop this right here. And we're going to need some blueprints to actually run this. Let's see, that does unlock some stuff in general tech, which is not a whole lot. Yep, the engineer's workbench, yada yada. And then crusher and arc furnace are going to be coming a bit later. You do need graphite electrodes, which take a whole host of stuff to do. As you remember, you gotta make the hop graphite, you need a squeezer, all sorts of stuff. But we only need this to make our items. So, we already have the dielectric casing. We just need to make steel mechanical components, which is going to take the engineer's blueprint for crafting components, which comes from here. So if we save this one, we should be able to craft this, I believe. We're missing some paper and the blue dye. We can make the blue dye and the paper pretty easily. With some lapis, which we should have in here. We do. So we'll make 3 blue dye. We'll also make the paper to make the crafting components blueprint. Throw this guy in here, and now we unlock all the things we need, which is going to be, we need to do this craft 4 times. So we need 8 steel mechanical components, which is going to take, we need 8 of these, so we need 16 steel plates. 16 steel plates. We can make steel plates using the metal press. How do I make the engineer's workbook? That's a good question. We should be able to make this though. Iron plate, copper ingot. How do I make the book? Engineer's manual. A book and a lever. So we can make a book. Then combine a stick with some cobblestone to make our book. So we want the metal press, which is pretty easy to craft. I think the conveyor belts need some more leather though. Conveyor belt. Ersatz leather or regular leather? Ersatz comes from honeycomb and tough fabric. Or we could kill some cows. Why don't you guys... Oh, you guys never grew back. That's funny. Anyways, So we should have an engineer's hammer in our inventory. Almost forgot that was there. So we're going to need electrum wire. What's the easiest way? The stone cutter, I guess, is the easiest. It's 1-to-1. We can make a roller for 1-to-2, but I don't really think that's needed. We only need to do 8 of them, which is pretty easy. So let's make a... What was it called? A stone cutter? Stone cutter. Put this right over here. And grab our electrum. 1, 2, 3, 4... How many do we need? I already forgot. We need to do this 4 times. We need 8. That's one too many. Let's make our wire. How do I use this to make wire? This guy, this guy. We need a plate. Oh, but then, okay, so we really should make the metal press, because this will reduce the cost of things by quite a bit. Wire cutters and steel plate. So let's see, wire cutter. Take some more iron. How did we already use the iron? We literally have more than 2,000. 1, 2, 3, 4. Guess I have been using it for everything. Cook that up. Make our wire cutters. Now we need to make 1 steel plate first. Steel plate. I guess I could do casting, but then I'd have to make the whole casting thing. Like so. Now for this, to actually make the mold, we need the engineer's press for the mold, which will take an iron plate. Take you out. This one, that one, this one, that one. A loot bee has spawned. I don't think we need that stuff anymore though. We'll need some more paper and some more dye. Go in here, make our metal press mold, and make the blue dye. And I clicked the wrong thing. Okay, now we can make the metal press blueprint. Come in here. And now we can make this guy. It takes 3 steel plate. Why did I need this one then? Why did I make you? Probably the cheaper way would have been doing the whatchamacallit, the productive metalworks. Oh, that's an iron hammer. That's not my engineer's hammer. Where'd my engineer's hammer go? Because now the steel doesn't go where I want. Like so. Make a steel plate. And make the metal press mold plate. And we're all good to go to build the metal press. Oh right, we still need the leather. We do have a bit of honeycomb though. We have 2, and if we combine it with... What is this? A crystal barrel and 2 eggs. What's that? An iron chest. Honeycomb and some more chests and some more eggs. Cool. It drops a lot of chests, which I don't really need, but I mean, I won't say no. Store the chest in the chest. So we should be able to make some ersatz leather using our hemp fiber. So if you just spam this, we can gather quite a lot. I'm not sure if they changed it in the mod pack, but I'm usually getting 4 to 5 every time I do this. And I was used to getting like 1 to 2, so I don't know if they changed that. Throw away the hemp seeds. Why do I have an iron sword and a stone sword? So now we should be able to make ersatz leather. Not like that. How do I make it? Combine this with ersatz leather with tough fabric. Like so. Now we combine this with that to make 8 ersatz leather. Perfect. This guy is full. We don't need the roots in there, or the mud, or the cobbled deep slate, or the pebbles. That can go in here, the mud. That stuff as well. We don't need the treated stuff right now, I don't think. Better. So, now that we have the ersatz leather, we can make our conveyor belts. Then we're going to need a piston, steel scaffold. Everything takes steel scaffolding. How expensive is that? Does it take plates? Steel scaffolding. No, just the ingots. Oh, but steel rods will take a roller unless we do item casting, which will take an item table, which will take fire bricks. Fire brick, fire clay, clay and sand. But then I need a controller, and then I need a whole host of other stuff. That's going to be a little annoying. So what's the easiest way to get steel rods? Steel rod. Because I have to set up this infrastructure anyway. We need steel rods to make the metal press. The rolling mill will take iron plates, andesite alloy. The item casting will work. It's just annoying to make that because then I'm gonna break it down pretty fast. But I think that's what we'll have to do. Fire. Sand? What was it called? Fire clay? Fire clay. We're missing the sand. We have sandstone. Sand. Not sure how much we need. Oh, there's a task for that? Task completed. Fire clay. I don't even remember where that was. Fire bricks. Quest completed. Where is this quest at? General tech. Oh, over here. Productive metalworks. See the book. Yada yada. To forge alloys. Main foundry components. Foundry outer structure needs 21 of these guys. 21 of those. Then we'll also need the controller, along with the drains and such. Controller, tank, and liquid heating. Oh, right. I used this guy before. This is why I didn't like this one, because this is the one that takes the heating coils. Heating coil. Powered, no. Superheating. This one. We're going to need some more buckets. Luckily, we got some more iron ready to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're missing copper. Then where will we even put it? It takes up so much space. Guess we could put it right here. As good a spot as any. Copper cluster. Cook the copper. Liquid heating coil. Let's make this one. So then we're gonna need the tank and the controller. That takes a blast furnace. foundry controller. Blast furnace, furnace. Blast furnace, we need smooth stone. We don't have any stone? I keep making smooth stone. Where does it go? There we go, stone. Stone brick. Oh no, I made stone, but I never made the smooth version. It's tripping me up. It's because we're moving between different versions of Minecraft, and I always forget smooth stone operates differently in different versions. Foundry controller. Now we need the foundry tank. And that should be everything. So we'll put this guy right over here. Yeah, this is a good spot. Let's grab our shovel. Actually, we could do both. We could use the magic spellbook. And then we're out of mana. So let's see. This is going to need a bit more space right here. One, two, three. You use the coils on the bottom. The black fire bricks go on the side. Then the controller and the tank. I like putting the tanks on the side. The controller can go here in the middle. Then you need a way to get it out, right? Yeah, we need a foundry drain. Foundry drain to actually take the stuff out. Right here. And it works. So now we do want to make it a little bit taller. Like so. And then you don't need the corners. And why is cobblestone in there? Take that out. And we're ready to go. So we just need a... Actually, I say we're ready to go. We actually need a couple more items. The casting table and the foundry tap. Casting table. We're going to need some more of our bricks. Which is going to take more sand. Casting table, fire brick, fire clay. So you probably don't need any more than this ever, unless you want to make a bigger foundry. But as you make the foundry taller, it actually gets more expensive to heat up. So there, you have to strike a balance. There's the casting table, and then we need the foundry tap. It's down here. And I think it also wants us to make... Oh, the casting basin is optional. So now we could just put this guy here, casting table there. Now if we get a stick, we should be able to make the mold for the metal thing. You go here, let's see, item casting, rod cast, 4 ingots of molten steel. So you put this guy here. Then we put 4 ingots. Then we're going to need to put some lava inside. And it should start to heat up. I did that completely wrong. Wait, no I didn't. That's how you do it, right? Required fuel 18. 1500. Steel. Item melting. Temp 1000. Lava. Molten steel. Temp 1000. Yeah, this is hot enough. Why aren't you working? Steel ingot. Item melting. Lava. Molten steel. What seems to be the problem? Huh. I have no idea what the issue was there. Now click this to make our rod cast. And now we can make steel rods. So now if we throw away this stuff, we don't need the mud. What were we doing? Oh right, we were casting stuff. So, because I completely forgot what we were doing. See, this is why I try not to do stuff like that. Okay, so now we can use the metal plate mold, right? In this? No, you need a plate cast, which is different from the metal press mold. But we could cast the plates in this. And it just takes a plate, which is pretty cheap to make using iron. So once we finish everything and go to the next tier, then I'll upgrade our process. Iron plates. It does take steel though, right? Iron plate. This guy, loot bee spawn, takes 4 steel ingots. One, two, three, 4. That's an ingot of some kind. Leather. Some other stuff. To make the steel plate cast. Done. Let's see, what do you drop? Ooh, a chance cube. Ooh, multiple chance cubes. Those are dangerous though. Should definitely not open right here. So let me store those away for safety. That stuff, let's see, we don't need the tattered tomb. We don't need the crook, the stone hammer, this sword, this brush, or these fire bricks. Casting, yada yada, thank you. Okay, so now that all of that's taken care of, we can make electrum plates by the casting. We can make steel plates through casting as well, and it's less resource costly. That was a terrible way to word that. It costs less resources. So, all in all, ooh, what's that? Another crystal barrel. As I tossed it, I thought to myself, can I break it down to make something? Okay, the answer is no. No, you cannot. And I forgot, I have the trash right here. Okay, so, to make the items we need, we have the dielectric casing. We're going to make the basic control circuits. So we just need osmium. We need 4 osmium ingots and 8 redstone. Osmium. Nope. Osmium. Nope. Zinc. Osmium. Should be osmium in here, now that I think about it. Yeah, it's right there. But it never hurts to have more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put you in here. Oh, I gotta dump that. That goes in here, that goes there. Okay, that's gonna make the control circuits. Now we need steel mechanical components. We need, how many of them? We need 8. Which means we're gonna need 16 steel plates. Luckily we have more than enough steel. So we're gonna melt down all this steel. And it is melting. Good. We're going to get that to liquid form and then cast it into a plate. Now, you can put a hopper and a chest under this, and it works just the same. You just need to have like a redstone source right here. Like a lever will do it, I believe. That way it'll just keep pouring. Luckily, the steel plates are really fast to cast. How many am I making? Okay, 16. So now if we come back over here, swap you, steel and copper. We can make our steel mechanical components. Then, so that's the steel mechanical components. Now we just need the electrum wire. And we're going to need, how many was it? 8 of this, 8 electrum ingots. So we have to melt these down into plates next. Grab our control circuits. Turn these into plates and then cut them. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now we can cut these in the stone cutter to make our wire. And now that should be everything to feed to the machine, plus power, which is why we have the energy tablet. So if we go to the world engine, can I put power in this guy? This guy like that, so all of you and you and you. And then it's only 4 of these. Now we just need to put power in here, which means I need a cable and a battery. Actually, just a battery, I think. Energy cell. What's the mechanism one? At mechanism. Basic energy cube. Infused alloy is copper and redstone. And a steel casing. Steel casing. 2 of these, we'll take 4 of that, which is 4 copper and 4 redstone. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't wait to have AE set up so I can automate all this stuff. That'll be so helpful. Okay, so that's going to make those. Then we can make a basic energy cube, which can store 4 megajoules. And then we can just leave that to power the world engine. And an energy tablet is 1 megajoule as well. And then we'll leave that in there as well. And it should work fine, because this is 20 kilojoules. A megajoule is, I believe, a lot more than that. And then we should be all set to craft the big engine upgrade. Let's see. Steel casing, done. Infused alloy. Oh, we're going to make this right now. Okay, 4 of those. The alloy that started it all. Basic energy cube, energy tablets, 1 and 2. Energy cube. Now if I go back to the world engine, we should be able to just put this guy like right here. Have you output to the side, side config, eject, right output. Put the battery in here. The world engine turns on. It ate all of the items immediately. I wonder how the storage works, because it ate all 4 of it at the same time. Interesting. And it looks like we only had enough juice to do 1 craft. So we're going to need more power. So, using our heat generator, put the eggs in there. We need to fill up this guy, which is going to take quite a while. So this energy tablet... Okay, so I guess I did the math wrong. So a megajoule 1 megajoule is only equal to 200,000 FE by the look of it. So to fully power the machine, if we had a fully charged basic energy cube, that would be enough. But we're not quite there yet. Luckily, the heat generator does produce quite a lot of energy, so it shouldn't take too long. We'll just have to do this a couple of times to get it fully powered. And then once we've done that, we can set up the gas burning generator, which should let us get a lot more power. Let's see, I believe it shows it here. Produce energy, gas burning fuel, hydrogen, ethane. Huh, it only shows 2, even though we know we can burn the other stuff. I wonder if it just doesn't show up here, because we can burn liquid source as well. So we'll just have to wait for the energy tablet to fill up a couple times, and we should be good to go. I will have to feed this a lot more lava. I don't think we have enough lava to do this, but since this is just going to take a little bit of time, I'll go ahead and do a cut so that by the time we have enough energy, we'll return. So I'll see you in a second. Alright, so I actually got the math wrong for a second time, so it seems like the world engine can process all 4 crafts with, I think, 2 megajoules. So I think each craft takes about half a megajoule to do. Let's take this guy out. Because when I plugged in the... where did I leave it? The tablet, which was another joule, it actually did 2 more of the crafts by itself. See, now we have the world engine blocks, so now, if we come back over here, what do we get? A tesseract. I have no idea what that is. We can come over here and speak with the echo of the quartermaster. Let's see. With these tokens, oh, this is the echo of guidance. We want the quartermaster. Complete. I don't have much more I can do for you right now, unless you're looking for items in my shop. Go have a chat with the other echoes to see what they need. The work system will be updated with more knowledge soon. And this is all the same stuff. I did spend some of the tokens buying 3 of the brushes with Unbreaking 5. But I don't think we need anything else here. The only thing I can think of is I need to make a backpack and then use a feeding upgrade in there. But it looks like you can actually get it elsewhere. Yep, speak with him. Done. Submitting the blocks required for the upgrade and claiming its rewards will automatically assemble your team's world engine. Let's see, I want to see them, how they get placed. So if we go look at the world engine, because before the source blocks just went right here, so I wonder where they're going to go this time. So we go into the quest book and submit these and assemble. They're all on the inside. Interesting. They just appeared really fast, so not much of an animation there. Finding your way. The World Engine's machine block upgrade unlocks several new crafts, including one of the best tools you can make for getting around. The Explorer's Compass can help you locate any structures in the pack, including mysterious vaults. That's going to take a bunch of power, a compass, 2 amethyst dust, and ferrocore, so we're going to have to dip into just dire things and occultism. And then that unlocks Foundation of Tier 2. Now that you've unlocked a few World Engine upgrades, you should head back to the Echo of Guidance. Make sure you claimed any outstanding rewards from the other Echoes. Complete the stage. Knowledge Seeker. Your World Engine can now support Tier 2 upgrades. The work will now reboot 3 additional archives: the Echo of the Fabricator, who oversees thermodynamics and mechanical processes, the Echo of the Enchanter, who governs magical infusion and item enchantment, and the Echo of the Wayfinder, who specializes in transportation and items discovered through exploration. Return once you've completed at least 2 Tier 2 World Engine upgrades. 5 money and increase my Unearther level. We will have to continue this at some point. Tier 2 Horizon. Meet the Fabricator, the Enchanter, and the Wayfinder. Oh, I didn't do this last time. I want to see what happens. Oh, it just gives you a waypoint. I thought it was going to do like something fancy, kind of like in Skyrim, where it gives you the little light. So let's see. We need to meet the Fabricator, Enchanter, and Wayfinder. Fabricator, Enchanter, Wayfinder. Twilight Ancient. The Worm Right. Let's see. Quartermaster. Catalyst. Infernal. Ah, here we go. The Enchanter. Meet the Enchanter. Digging deeper. Knowledge Seeker Task 1. Do you too seek the power of the deep? It has been many eons since I first wove the theory of enchantments, an art still practiced to this day, and now it seems you're the next in line to walk this path. May your fate be better than the nitwits who failed to control the deep and turn this realm to stone. To claim your world engine upgrade, you must follow my instructions carefully, lest the deep consume you. Begin by delving into the depths of the world, where a dark and ancient power lingers. Within its lair, you may uncover echo shards that carry the essence of the deep. Alternatively, you may encounter a certain explorer who has returned with echo shards of his own. Completing the Wayfinder's task should persuade him to trade some. If you, like many others, prefer to avoid the dangers of the deep, acquire an echo shard. He sells Rainbow Coal, which is a shop-exclusive item that smelts 80 stacks. Apotheosis Sigils, Gem Dust, Artisan Scrolls. Cursed Chicken Feed, a Temporal Pouch. Oh, interesting. The Enchantment Library is a The Enchantment Library is a shop-exclusive item. That's what stores all the enchantments. First Frontier, Death Tome Data Model, Source Cell Housing. Oh, cool. So they have the add-on, so you can put source energy in the AE system. You can buy random glyphs. Interesting. Quantum matter tank with matter inside for replication. Interesting. I wonder how they decided what they're going to sell in each dude. Let's see. Oh, wrong button. Let's see. Where's the next guy? And this one over here. Okay, they're over here. They're very near. Because usually in these mod packs, they give you like creative items at the end. Okay, they're right next to each other, so I don't need both of these. Remove, remove. Who did we enter? The Fabricator, or tech stuff. He sells the Water Generator Upgrade, basic to gold tier upgrades for sophisticated storage, a Pocket Generator, and some other stuff. Dense energy cells. Data models. Interesting. Well, would you look at that? A new face. You might have already met my younger brother, the Machinist. A real genius, that one. That's not his real name, of course, but you didn't come here for family stories, did you? I'm assuming you're after the world engine upgrade. Figures. All right, down to business. My upgrade isn't anything spectacular. I'll be showing you how to work with thermodynamics so you can send heat into the world engine. Not as impressive as what other Echoes offer, but it's what I've got. To start, a superheating element will give you a good foundation for a resistive heater. There are other options out there if you're clever enough to figure them out, but this one will work to start things off. You'll also need to craft some thermodynamic conductors. They're basically just well-insulated pipes, nothing out of this world. And then he also sells tier upgrades for mechanism. Compact Giant Chance Cube. Interesting. Oh, and he sells the infinity cobblestone cell. That's a really useful item. Okay, let's check out the last guy. The Archive of the Wayfinder. Well met, traveler. Are you seeking a new adventure, or perhaps a new path in life altogether? While I cannot promise you the latter, I can point you toward a certain vault that may satisfy your adventurous spirit. Most of your journeys so far have relied on ordinary travel mediums, such as walking or running. Effective, yes, but hardly efficient. Hidden deep within the deep slate lies a vault rumored to contain technology capable of translocating your very atoms from one place to another in the blink of an eye. Such a discovery would be invaluable. Ah, what's in it for you? Well, Chronoton stars are supposedly safeguarded by a powerful being within this vault, and these are essential for upgrading your world engine. These stars may be infused with glass to create Chronoton glass, a material said to bend time and space to your command. Task: retrieve a Chronoton star from the vault and craft at least 36 Chronoton glass. What does he sell? Compact machine, a mob swab. I have no idea what that does. Gate pearls, honey bottles, a starbuncle wheel, a robot, a bomb granite, some charms, and a lot of Ars Nouveau stuff actually. Automaton wolf. I don't know what that is either. Even though I've used like immersive engineering, I still didn't do a deep dive in everything it has to offer, so I don't know what all these do. Elytra, travel anchor, otherworld spring, silver ingot, a zombie head, the free runners. Interesting. All lots of cool stuff. Give me my money. Let's see. Locate the vault. This compass points to the location of a vault. The compass can be sneak right-clicked when at least 256 blocks from the vault to instantly teleport to the entrance. Finding the Chronoton star. Oh, it's a portal gun. Huh, that's cool. He mentioned a secret power. See, I'm gonna have to fight something. Magics of the Deep. Okay, this is just making the deep shelves. And heating things up, a resistive heater from mechanism. Interesting. Observe Deep Slate. I don't think that counts though. I didn't go to Deep Slate, I just went to the one thing. The Tesseract is a block that can wirelessly transfer energy, items, and fluids. This can all be done using networks that can be configured to be private or public. It also has a new crafting recipe, just like the old days. Molten Ender, Tesseract Frame, Tesseract. Huh. Oh, so that's actually very useful that we got one for free, because I can go to the world engine. We could leave a Tesseract right here. And how do I output? Energy, Tesseract, create, world engine. Category energy, activate. Fluids and items. Transfer mode, send and receive. Is there a B in here? Where did it go? Oh, because we're in the void. So I guess we're technically underneath our base. So we go home. I don't see the B. Using the Tesseracts, we can have all the energy production still be over here and then just connect it with a Tesseract. Very handy. So that is giving us a lot more to do, so we need to expand outwards to this, not the bedrock, the deep slate layer, and start exploring some of that stuff. But we still do have a lot of work to do at the base. Let's see. I might spend a lot of time working on more of the chickens, but now that we have access to tier 2, I think what would be the best thing to work on is applied energistics. Now, I do think some of it is locked behind some stuff, but we can get it started with this stuff. Flawless Sorting Bud with a block of amethyst and 56,000 power. Oh, there's the energy tablet. I lost you. I didn't know where I put it. So if we make a block of amethyst real quick. Let's see. I don't want that going in my inventory. Amethyst. There we go. What we should be able to do, yeah, there's power going in here, is if I put a tesseract on top, or if I put a tesseract right here, world engine, activate, and set you to output to the tesseract. I think it's working. So now if we go to the world engine, oh, I think what I need to do is set this to send only. World engine, transfer mode send only. Now if we go back to the world engine, set this guy to receive only. Perfect. It does receive it. So now if we put the block of amethyst inside, we can make our flawless Certus quartz. Bam. Quest completed, digital storage. Money, a not so mysterious cube, and some glowstone. Yes, the reward is for decoration, and this is not a bug. I'm not sure what it means by that. The not so mysterious cube. So we should be able to break this. Gotcha. That's what it means. It's for decoration. It doesn't actually do anything. Then how do we get the circuit fabricator is a multi-block that creates processors for all of the network parts and technology. They do require power, but can accept regular FE power from other modded sources. To create the multi-block, you'll need a mysterious cube that can be purchased from the machinist or traded from a wandering trader or Fluix researcher, along with some blue sheet metal and vibrant glass. Gotcha, okay. So I guess to make the circuits in this pack, circuit, like the engineering circuit. Interesting, okay. So usually you have a transcriber to make these, but instead we have to build this multi-block to do it instead. Until we get the circuit slicer, which is honestly not too difficult. But then once we get the circuit slicer, it's easy enough. Interesting. Along with some glowstone, I wonder what that's for. So, our inventory is always pretty full, so let's make a backpack to store our stuff. Then we can upgrade this. Upgrade it again, and upgrade it once more. Let's grab some diamonds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then the final tier will take some netherite, but now that's big enough. Perfect. Now we could store a lot more stuff. Store all of that. Don't need this stuff. Yeah, that's good. Storage. Yep. Backpack. Thank you. Any dye. Got it. Tier upgrades. Yep. Now we can buy the feeder upgrade from the guy, or I think I can craft it. Let's see. Might be right here. Feeding. Yeah, we can craft it. So I don't have to purchase it, really. Anyways, so to get started, we are going to have to build this multi-block. So we'll have to buy a mysterious cube. Blue sheet metal is just Any sheet metal dyed blue. Vibrant quartz glass, which is why it gave us the glowstone. Quartz glass comes from Certus quartz. Other rock. Other rock. You can get it as well. You can crush it. Okay, so all of that's the same. Interesting. So they did make it a little bit harder to get access to AE2. But that just makes it interesting. Because instead of having to do the same thing I always do, you actually have to work for it a little bit more. Yeah, crystal assembler, reaction chamber, growing entro crystals, fluix, completed processor. So we'll have to go through this. So there's quite a lot. This might take more than an episode or two. And then what's over here? Assembler matrix, auto crafting. Ah, interesting. So auto crafting is going to be locked behind a world engine upgrade. So we can set up a really basic not auto crafting. We can set up a very basic digital storage solution, which will make crafting stuff in general a lot easier. But this is going to be locked behind one of the upgrades for the world engine. And then the quantum stuff, I've never actually built the quantum computer outside of Stoneblock. So we might end up using that this time so I can see what that does. Interesting. But now we know what we're going to do next episode. We're going to start working on applied energistics, and now that we have access to the gas burning generator, we're going to build this as well and set up our power production. As you can see, gaseous source burns for 10 ticks for 2 kilojoules every millibucket, which is pretty good energy density. If we compare it to other stuff, let's see. Energy density. Looks like they only have 3 sources of gas burning in this pack. So hydrogen, of course, burns the best, but it's not going to be as easy to produce as gaseous source since this is as simple as it gets. Literally growing cactus really fast, which should be good enough. But anyways, I'm your host, Hamas28, and I'll see you guys next time.